So she traded the sacrifice to protect us, then? Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is me? Yes. I know, it's strange, but Kana, to Kana, you're... And so you wanted to save Sarah that much? Yes. Hey, Kana. Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you returned to the 3rd floor to trade. Hey now. You're talking like Kana's. Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah? That's so... It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana. What worthless reasoning. That's all a load of... No, it's all correct. You idiot! Don't say anything! Kana did the 5th trade. She won't hide the truth anymore. God, nah! Kana did it. She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself. This is just the worst outcome. A self-sacrifice? Kana? Please don't be true. Oh no. This song kills me. Oh my god. Kana, no. So, you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the votes toward Kana. Shut up! Since there was no other way for Kana to survive. Please wait! Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say? With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana had just kept betraying her sister, the others, Sarah. She just had a feeling that So had sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. Because Sarah is so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. Kana, she didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana. But... the card she received was a commoner. Huh? 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 What? What's going on here, Kana? Kana doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sarah, but it wasn't the sacrifice. Unthinkable. What is Kana saying? Oh, this song, though. It's all true. Please believe me. Where is this going? I'm so excited, but so scared. At any rate, we just have to talk about Kana's statement. I can't believe Bucket Girl, Wolf. She's lying to try and confuse us, Meow. Well, maybe Kana just messed up with who she was trading with or something? No, I definitely got traded. Some unique situation that caused the roll to just disappear? Is that possible, I wonder? You can't trust electronics for shit. The tablet errored and the trade got messed up. Don't tell me. I wonder if Slow hacked the roll cards themselves. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I can't see through to the truth in their hearts right now. So we might just have to find the objective truth. The truth.
She's been betraying us over and over, meow. She's even less trustworthy than the loner, woof. Don't trust Bucket Girl, big sis Sarah.
Also, the thing of trying to sacrifice everyone else to save Kana? If that's true. I can somewhat respect that. But
that this might be an absurd opinion, but So is spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner's room, right? I wonder, did he hack the card data then?
is that even possible?
Because, I mean, there isn't anyone but So who could cause an irregularity, is there?
Someone who could cause an irregularity. It ain't unthinkable, right, Sarah? Just that the... Maybe the influence of So's hacking extended to the roll data or something? Some nice evidence would make that whole lot more convincing. Too bad. I don't know how the ring-up boxes work, but if you're just saying names into the receiver, there could be mistakes. And yet my sacrifice definitely moved. If it ain't Kana's mistake, then maybe the floor master purposely changed the direct destination? Something like that. Gashu changed the trade? Come to think of it, wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Gashu's just before the main game? That makes sense. Then what the hell was that about, Gashu? There was a possibility. Something separate from So's hacking. And an irregularity that definitely occurred. The transgression by Floor Master Gashu.
Eh?
Say what? Remember what Miley said before the main game.
Gashu, are you listening? You've really gone and mucked things up. You've made a flagrant transgression, one that shakes the very core of the main game.
And despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all thus far. And now, this illogical movement of the cards that's tormenting us. Could this very issue be Gashu's transgression? If we believe Kana, that's the only explanation.
You're saying the coot tampered with the card movement? But for the floor master, what would be the merit of doing that?
Well... What's the merit? There was some sort of merit, and that's why Gashu pushed us through the argument. I see. If his goal could be made clear, maybe we'd know. Who he moved the sacrifice to, that is. Quite the off-mark inference. Is it alright for you to be using your time on this? Gashu. If you haven't engaged in any misconduct, then promise us. I know the Floor Master's code. If we can expose your transgression, this main game won't count. We demanded a second attempt 24 hours later. Huh. You just know everything, don't you? Has to be expected from Miss Sarah Chidoing. Promise or no promise, I will simply carry out my duty as per the code. Huh? You for real? With 24 hours, we could make another shot at escape. But are you certain? If you cannot prove it, you will only be losing time to spend on other reasoning. It's okay. This new possibility we've spun, this theory wasn't being directed at Gashu. So, please, tell us the truth. The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking to the roll cards, So. If we know whether that claim is true or not, we can fight. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. Kana.
Yes?
You really don't have the sacrifice?
It's okay. Kana really doesn't have the sacrifice.
I see. I didn't access the roll cards. I didn't do any hacking to them. So, that's the truth, Miss Sarah. No lies, no tricks. Alright, let's quit deceiving each other. Let's work to expose Gashu's transgression. Just what I wanted to hear. This is a turning point in our destiny. A path we could never have reached if we were trapped by endless suspicion. The path of all trusting each other and battling the kidnappers head on. Together, we'll expose Gashu's misdeed. I feel weird about this, though. This is too upbeat. There's something wrong here. I don't know. Especially because there's another chapter after this, though. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Gosh, you had something to gain from tampering with the trade. You think he had the sacrifice to go to someone he wanted to kill? Or else you think there was somebody who Gashu didn't want to die?
Is there an answer in the clues we have left?
There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. You think... The Coot hates one of us in particular. He wanted him to be killed via the sacrifice in the main game, even if it meant tampering. But who in the world would that be? Obviously, it's gotta be the guy who made an escape plan and ruined his honor as floor master. The hacker man himself. So... Did you get it? No, because I don't think so got it. So Gashu's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, sure, but it's just one possibility. There is something curious about the antagonism between Gashu and Miley. Of all the evidence, is there anything related to the transgression? I don't know yet. No, none of the evidence. That's what I thought. We discussed all the evidence already. Unless there's some new evidence that hasn't come up in discussion, I don't see any leads. Some yet unused evidence. Victim video, stun gun, security footage, floor papers. I don't know. The person with the sacrifice is real likely to die. That's why Gashu meddled. Like, I don't want them to die, so I'll move the sacrifice to somebody else. Who's them here? That's obvious. The person who'd normally end up having the sacrifice. Kana. It's out there, but maybe in reality, Gashu's an ally. Like he wanted this to be exposed so he could put a stop to the main game. Is that too unthinkable? New evidence we haven't discussed yet. Everything's come up, though, hasn't it? These two, maybe? No. I don't get it. Let's go over this again. Makes sense. A stupid old coot might just value his worthless honor and pride. So Gashu's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, but it's just one possibility. There's something curious about the antagonism between Gashu and Miley. Logically, that's what it gotta be. Because if the last trade went as normal, Kana should have gotten the sacrifice. There's gotta be some special connection between Kana and Gashu. Gashu, it's out there, but maybe... The victim video? No, the tablet you can use to check your roll card. The stun gun shows our past actions. 4 papers? I doubt it, but like... The only clue that hasn't been used yet is this roster. Kana, Kizuchi... Middle... Mikshuku, Gin, Ibushi... I don't get it.
It looks kind of familiar. That's just like the torn up paper I found on the first floor, meow.
Though, what use could this have? Why do you have that? Huh? Miley? Curse her. Handing internal documents to participants? Internal documents? Gashu, just what is this roster? What indeed? He caught on to the fact that I don't know what this means. You did good, Sarah. Huh? Gashu just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever could you mean? Kai was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh? What meaning could these papers have? I can't even guess, but there's value in solving this mystery. We ain't got time. Let's thoroughly talk out anything suspicious about the roster. What's up with it, though? I don't understand.
There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet.
Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I've never even heard.
Huh? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name.
Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh?
A roster. It's reminding me of something, meow.
If you want to look closer at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman and we'll look at it together.
Roster. I remembered it, meow. The bar on the first floor, woof. There was a list of names on the blackboard, meow.
Now that you mention it, there was a roster too, but I couldn't possibly recall everyone's name.
I memorized it, meow.
Huh?
Canned drink was Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shunsuke, Sol, Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Reko, q-taro. Meow. Can't drink was Anzu, Kana, Gin, Kugie, Sarah, Joe, now Hinako, Ranmaru. Woof!
That's amazing, Gin.
Easier than learning the prefectures of Japan, meow. By the way, Big Sis Sarah, your roster, it's missing the names of Kai, Sol, Kugie, Joe, and Now.
This is important information.
Was I useful? Meow.
And yet there's a name here that wasn't on the... Yeah, there's a name here that wasn't on the blackboard, and that is Shin Tsukimi, I think it was. And I think that's gotta be So's real name.
Huh? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Look at this, the names are sorted by percentage. Ah, how creepy. What sort of statistic are these numbers supposed to represent?
These numbers definitely stick out as odd. Might they hold the key to solving this? Percentage. I feel like there's something there in the back of my mind. There's something there in just the back of my mind, but I can't quite grasp it yet. But I feel like the percentages with the AIs must mean something. Yeah? That's the only connection I can draw. But what that means past that, I have no idea. If you want to look closer at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman and we'll look through it together. Let's check it together, Sarah. Yeah, Shin Tsukimi. No. Are you the 4th sheet? Shin Tsukimi.
There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Who would have made this roster, I wonder?
Probably Miley. That's what Gashu's reaction seems to indicate too.
Is there no follow-up to these sheets?
Follow-up? No, there wasn't anything else.
Is that so? Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's a valid question. Kurumara, Hayasaka, Kinashi, Tsurugi, and tons of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died in the first trial before they could meet us? That might be it. How many people these kidnappers gotta kill till they're satisfied? Nah, not the time to get emotional.
Joe isn't on this either. What are you trying to say?
Sorry. No ill will meant. I'm just laying out facts to reason from.
Counting them now, there are 4 of us participants whose names aren't listed here. 4 of us. No. 5, right? Yeah. That's not true. So, what did you just say?
Huh? That there are 4 people's names missing.
Meow? Kai, So, Kukuye, Joe, and now aren't listed, so... that's 5, woof!
Huh? I guess I rushed and miscounted. Sorry.
Hey, do we really need to worry about little mistakes right now? That mistake isn't just a trivial issue.
Why did So get it wrong? That's what's important.
Gashu, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game.
That would be 20.
There are 16 listed on the roster. Plus 5 who aren't listed. Doesn't that add up to 21?
One too many?
What's that mean, Meow? There were exactly 20 names on the blackboard, woof. Well then, let's compare the names on the paper roster with those on the blackboard. The blackboard names were like this. First, the 5 not listed on the roster are Kai, So, Kugie, Joe, and Nao. Let's remove those 5. On the first sheet, all 4 names are present. On the second sheet, similarly, all 4 names are here. On the third sheet, this one too. And on the fourth sheet, Shin Tsukimi is missing. Huh? Shin Tsukimi. That's the only person not on the blackboard, Meow. We've derived a 21st person. So who the hell is this? Who is Shin Tsukimi? One among us. Is it one of us? Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? An alias? If someone is using an alias... I see. Shin Tsukimi is one of us. And they rewrote their alias on the blackboard. No way! I think it's so.
Aha. Interesting. If we follow that logic, Shin Tsukimi has already been identified. Say what? Sarah, let's work this out. If all the names on the roster are real, then there's someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. Someone not on the roster. It's one of the people who are not on the paper roster. Kai, So, Kugie, Joe, or Nao. And everyone but Kugie and So have people that could have vouched for them. Right, you are. Alright, let's discuss those 5's names.
This is my real name. Professor Mishima always called me Miss Nao, remember?
I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right?
That's not an argument. That's not an argument. Because it seems as if the people in charge are backing you with that name. Could be, like, they could be just making it not obvious that you're lying. Kukie is the name of Kana's sister. So you can vouch for Kukie. If Big Bro Joe was using a fake name, Big Sis Sarah would figure it out right away, meow.
Kai's name was on his laptop. Based on his email logs, should be his real one. If you want to check the roster, come tell Mr. Policeman anytime.
It's a real name, of course. I would never forget my precious sister's name.
Ain't even a trace of him being called another name.
What's up? What's up, KG?
Forgot his name for half a moment. I'll click on him later, though. Is this any time to be talking about this name?
Big Sis Sarah. Is Big Bro Joe his real name, Woof? Of course it is. Good, meow. Please believe me, Sarah.
I do really doubt it's an alias. What's up, Keiji?
What's the matter, Keiji?
Oh, just impressed by how calmly he could lie.
Lie?
Sarah, recall the prize exchange. Prize exchange. Huh? Remember, there were photos, but no names anywhere. Was that right? I must have had it wrong. So, what exactly are you afraid of?
Afraid? So is...
You said you'd tell the truth, right? To defeat Gashu together. We're your allies. Try trusting us so. No. Shin Tsukimi.
So is Shin Tsukimi.
I want to trust you all too! But I...
So, he's trying to say something. In that case, I'll draw it out.
What's going on, So? There's so much going on here. Again, as I've said, there's so many moving parts. And my opinion of Shin just keeps flipping back and forth, and I dig that. That's super cool.
It didn't work. I can feel his heart trembling. I should just be a step away.
Huh? Let's go. Come on. Stop moving. I can't keep... Come on. So, I don't intend to withdraw until you talk. Come on! I can't click that fast! Come on! I can do this! Did I get it? Yes! Alright.
So, this is the moment to reveal your true self.
My real name is... Shin Tsukimi. I'll tell you everything, even the secret of that roster.
You know about it, meow?
Yeah. Because that's exactly the same as what I got in my first trial.
What'd he say?
Tell us, what the heck does this thing mean?
It's the victory rates for the participants in the death game. So I was right to connect it with the AI. So yes, they've done this multiple times with the AI before, and I guess that's just how many times the AI have won.
So we are looking pretty good at our 15%, but Shin's at 0? Is that true? There's the weird percentages on the left, right? Those are everyone's chances of surviving the death game to the end. Their odds of winning.
Dumbass, how would they figure that out?
Because they tested it with AIs. They used the AIs to run tests. Right, they ran simulations of innumerable death games, all done entirely digitally. They explained at horrible length to me how accurate this data was, and I saw my own percentage. 0%. Certain death. I absolutely can't survive this death game. That's why I had to abandon myself. I see. But why So Hiyori as your alias? Why the dead kid? I don't want to die. I can't stop shaking. I'm going to be killed. Everyone will vote for me and kill me. I don't want that.
Hey.
Hiya. A shadow illuminated by light spoke to me. Just a random question, but do you know what a majority vote is? He talked to me and cornered me. Okay then, let's go. It hurts. Stop. Strength in numbers. You're a helpless sheep who will be eaten by the strong. If you don't want to die, you change. I threw Shin Tsukimi away. So. Dear me, what a heart-wrenching tale. But time has expired, everyone.
We're out of time? Sorry, it was nearly time for voting.
Hold on a second. Our discussion. Did you make any progress? It was all unrelated to my transgression. Revealing the truth of the roster. Did that make any progress?
That's... Hey, so, you got any more info on this roster?
If I did, I wouldn't hide it now.
Sarah, is there any other evidence that proves his transgression?
Evidence of his transgression? Is there?
I have important evidence.
Let us hear it. What would that be? I don't know, I was just grasping at straws. I was doing the Ace Attorney thing where it's like, if it asks. The stun gun? Unfortunately, that appears to prove nothing.
Gah, no way. Is it hopeless? Maybe there's nothing else we can do.
Are you giving up, Sarah? I rewrote the blackboard, and also, I destroyed my own monitor in the monitor room. Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've told you everything, just like I swore. So please, save me. Win us an extension, please. I gotta say, of course I will. I feel it. So's trust in me. A real bond. Of course I will, so. Sarah? This is our last chance. Doesn't matter what. Find something connected to this transgression.
We'll all think about it and win, meow. No slacking, loner.
Yeah, I know. Guys, our discussion's definitely progressing. We unraveled the mystery of this roster. Let's trust that truth of this transgression lies beyond that answer. This is your final discussion. Use it meaningfully. Got it? This roster lists the chance of survival for the participants in the death game.
You said they determine these chances by running simulations with AIs, right? Is there something about these sheets that we're still overlooking?
There only being 16 names makes you wonder, right? If so, was an alias. That means there's 4 not listed, right?
Kai, Kugie, Joe, and Now are the 4 not on the roster, meow.
Kinda curious how Sarah's chances of victory are the highest, huh? On a save real quick. There we go. Cool.
Well, let's just extract from everyone. So seem to believe these were accurate to our chances of victory. But what about the chances for the 4 who aren't listed? Who knows? Their actions could even affect the chances for these 16. Maybe the reason they're not on here is because those 4 are dolls or something? Dolls? Our AI selves must have killed each other over and over to produce this data, and then been reset to do it all over again. Could that monitor room have been the place they did the test runs? Oh, wait, they're AIs, so they'd only have to fight digitally.
True. No reason they would have needed to assemble in that room.
Come to think of it, I heard there was something unique about the AIs in the monitor room, that they were all the candidates who survived the first trial.
All the candidates.
Kai, Kuge, Joe, and Now. Since we learned the loner's real name, there's no question it's these four, Woof, but I doubt what they have in common. There's a mix of living people, not living people, and someone we've never met.
There must be something in common. Wait. Show me this again? Must have been made to kill each other again and again. Candidates who survived the first trial. Even I wasn't told any more details than that. I just got a whole lecture on how exact and unmistakable their data was.
Can you recall anything else at all?
Well...
What is it?
Now that I think about it, they might have used the word candidates, not participants? Well, not that there's any difference between participants and candidates, is there? If there's a chance the kidnappers were using those terms distinctly, then... participants and candidates. Interesting. Can't think of any other common points between those four, but maybe we can figure out something in common between the 16 who are on the roster? What those 16 have in common?
Is there someone about these sheets we're still overlooking? We've established the chances of victory and everyone's real name, but for instance, we haven't touched on them yet, so maybe there's something odd about the occupations?
The occupations. Let's check it together, Sarah. Joe. Kai. Kugie. And who was the last one again? Kai, Joe, Kugie. And... who wasn't on it?
Meow.
The digital, yeah. It could be dolls. Participants and candidates. Who's the last person? I'm forgetting. Oh, it's Now. Now, Kai, Joe, and Kugie. So yeah, what do those four have in common? That they, Oh! Because Joe and Kai were basically brought along with us, Kugie was basically brought along with Kana, and then now it's basically brought along with Mishima? Is that it? So, something odd. Candidates and participants, yes? But how do I communicate that?
I don't think this is quite it, but let's try... No. Candidates who survived the first trial. Yeah, candidates who survived the first trial, but there are participants who survived the first trial, and they're not on there. But... Hang on. What's this about candidates? Are participants and candidates really the same? The participants, those are the 20 people who were brought into this death game. Then, what are the candidates the floor master spoke of? Those qualified to win. It's those with qualifications. The right. Those who fulfill the conditions to be the ultimate winner. And with that in mind, if Gashu, who swears loyalty to the organization, were to make a transgression, he'd try to kill a non-candidate. What if there's someone among us who doesn't have the right to victory? A non-candidate. Gashu would try to kill them. That's why he tampered with the sacrifice. I should know it now. Who here is not a candidate? That would be now. Now. Yes? You have the sacrifice, don't you? Huh? This roster lists the name of the candidates, those who are qualified for victory. Even Shin Tsukimi, with a 0% chance to actually win, is listed. But now, out of us survivors, your name is the only one missing. And in the monitor room, too, there was no AI of you. No, there didn't exist an now AI to begin with. Because you were an outsider who didn't meet the qualifications to be a candidate. And so Gashu tried to kill you. He sent the sacrifice with its high risk of death to now. This was your transgression, Gashu. Fantastic! Simply... Holy shit, let me read. Excuse me. It's fantastic, simply fantastic. Well done, Miss Sarah. Such overwhelming mind power, such imagination, and all your cooperation, your unity. You solved it. You solved Gashu's shoddy quiz. Yes, indeed. You are the chosen one. It's over. All the energy's leaving me. Our long discussion. At the end, we earned it. Victory. A moment's survival. I'm sorry, everyone. I kept quiet about the sacrifice the whole time. When I thought about what would happen if we weren't able to expose him, I just couldn't say. It's not your fault. Now, all the fault lies with Gashu. Answer me, Gashu. Candidates. This death game. What's all of it mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? That is my first and last hint for you. Our character, Sarah's father, seemed to be involved. So is that what he's getting at? Is candidates people who have some sort of like an heir to people that are involved, basically? No, wait, cause that would make Kugie a candidate. So never mind. But what Kana and Sarah have in common is that Sarah's father is not her birth father, and Kana was adopted, so... Oh, and q-taro was also was also adopted. He wasn't adopted. He grew up in an orphanage. So the candidates would be those without parents, or those who aren't at least blood related to their parents.
Last, Miss Sarah Chidoin, you have overlooked something important about the Floor Master's code.
About the code?
It is written clearly. If there is misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retried 24 hours later.
Huh?
And I promised you that I would fulfill my duty as per that code. If I take responsibility on my life, then the main game shall continue.
You're kidding! Stop!
Everyone, please earn victory.
So now, and either So or Kana dies, huh? Shit. I could also just vote for now and have her escape free. Fuck the game.
No way. This is...
He offed himself? Gashu! No. No!
This is impossible. It should be over. Why? Why this? He was going to do this from the start.
Why? For just a day's extension, we hung on stubbornly and put our lives on the line. And yet Gashu casually threw away his life? He easily shot down our hope. Who could be capable of such a thing? He's a demon. A demon! This shouldn't have... Safaline, please, it's an emergency, right? Suspend the main game. I can't do that. I can only act as a substitute. No! You're really going to continue? This is all within the rules. If I refuse, everyone will die. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. I'm begging you, it doesn't have to be 24 hours. At least let us retry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Anything. Just please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I feel it now. I don't want you to die. I don't want any of the options to die, actually. You know what? My opinion has turned around on Shin. But also, I would rather vote Shin than Kana. I'm saying that flat out. Now, is the sacrifice. No one will vote for her. And we need to choose two. One of the commoners. So or Kana.
Now it's the sacrifice. I'm the keymaster. We can only vote for So or Kana. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for.
Shit!
I'm tired. As much as I contribute, everyone's going to choose me, right?
Everyone, won't you vote for Kana? Please, someone save me.
It feels like this is a choice. Like an actual choice. So I'm gonna rewrite this and... Do I just vote these, like, apply these two to each other? Huh? What are you?
Please vote for Kana.
What are you saying, Kana?
I'm sure you understand. Between So and Kana, which of us isn't necessary? Stupid. Don't say that. Kana already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana? Please. This is about the only thing Kana can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in So. Because he's really not a bad person.
Why can't I say anything? Kana's throwing her life away to protect So. Am I just going to watch in silence?
Kana!
Don't be ridiculous, Kana!
So,
Self-sacrifice? That's worthless. You really are a kid, Kana. A thoughtless kid with a backwards notion that if she dies, it'll solve everything!
my feelings won't change.
Be quiet, Kana! Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote! Sarah, you hated me from deep down, right? Aren't I awful? You won't get another chance like this!
So, Kana doesn't have any wisdom and can't even hack.
I told you to shut up, Kana!
Please, remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose by feelings, but logic. But wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering. Not trusting your beliefs is weakness.
Stop it!
And this time, the right thing is to choose logic so that you can escape. You should choose Kana.
Just stop it!
It's time to vote. It's time to vote. I cannot wait any longer. Touch your voting tablets, or everyone will die.
Got it. Mr. Policeman just voted for Kana. Keiji!
Thank you very much.
This ain't a joke. I'm ashamed of you, Keiji. Sacrificing a kid for the sake of adults. That's a demonic choice you just can't make. I'm voting for So.
You're right, q-taro. I don't think Kana's a burden at all. My vote is for So.
Fine by me. Now if we just vote for ourselves, that's 3-2. Gin, it should be an easy choice for you too, right?
I do hate the loner, but it's not like I want him to die.
Dumbass! If you don't choose me, I'll use you next and get you killed!
Gin. Vote Kana. I'll be the tiebreaker. You don't have to take responsibility, Gin. Big sis Sarah.
If you vote Kana, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die.
But then, Big sis Sarah, your vote will.
It's okay, Gin. I'll take responsibility.
I voted for the bucket girl. Meow.
Now, it's just me. My vote will decide everything. It'll decide it all.
Aha. We did it, Sarah.
Now?
Do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins, even if it's a tie for first. Now, So has 3 votes, Kana has 3 votes, and as the sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. I can win by a tie for first.
Say what?
Let's return home together, Sarah. Big sis Sarah, you won't do that, right? What happens if I vote Keishi? do both Kana and So die if I vote Keishi? That'd be pretty unfortunate. I gotta test that later, just as I want to see where Now's ending is going. Like, just out of, like, completionist curiosity, mostly. But for my obviously for my first playthrough, this isn't about seeing through all the possibilities. This is about what I believe and what feels best to me. And I can't vote Kana, though. As said, I as I said from the beginning, I cannot kill a child. I'm sorry. All votes have been received. Displaying results. That's just fine, Sarah. You hated me enough to kill me, isn't that right? That's true. I did want to kill you. That's why you weren't mistaken at all. Well then, I'll announce the results. The Keymaster was Keiji Shinogi. The Sage was q-taro Burgerberg. The Sacrifice was now a Gokuro. I see. So this is your answer, Sarah. Now, it's strange. I couldn't stop shaking from fear. But the moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you all. Now, Rekko, I'm glad I could meet you. I should be saying that. If you weren't around now, Thank you. Now, I wonder if I'll meet the professor over there. I wanted to finish that painting. Well then, it's time for the execution. Wait! Miss Sarah, take this. It's an instant death switch. Unless you want her suffering to be long, you just have to press it. Begin. Yeah. I don't want to die. Don't push it. Wait. Don't press it. I don't want to die yet. No. No. If Now won't let me press it, then I won't fight with her, but... Why give it to me? I would have pressed it, because... as you saw, I was trying to press it because, yes, I don't want her to suffer. But why'd she stop me? Now expired. I would have rather taken her life than made her do that. And she never got to finish her painting, Professor, I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you, I still couldn't finish it. That's all right. You'll have plenty of time now. Yes. I couldn't push the button. To the very end, Now said she didn't want to die. There was no way I could push it. Once again, I couldn't protect them. They died again. Next is So. Wait! Stop it already. Please, Safaline. Please move aside. I need to activate the device. Don't kill So. Don't kill our ally. Please. Ally. Worthless. So worthless. You don't have any last words, do you? I will begin the execute. I'm not gonna die. Huh? You think I'll do what you want? Your collar. What? Exit's that way, huh? It's futile. This facility has a defense system.
Got weapons like this too, huh? No dice after all. Pathetic. After all I did. Maybe I should have believed in everyone. Miss Sarah, there's actually just one thing wrong in your reasoning, and I'll tell you what it is. My final present. Where did So go? My feet move as if guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me. So's body is limp. No, you can't. Even after you got your collar off? You said you wouldn't let the kidnappers do what they wanted, right? Please respond. I keep shaking him, but he isn't moving a muscle. He's not breathing. No. So has already expired. Even so, everyone just keeps dying. Whatever I do, as much as I struggle, it was all meaningless. I'm powerless. I can't stand up anymore. I hear a noise from the monitor. Why is this on, I wonder? No, that doesn't matter. I don't want to think anymore. Nothing is going to change now. My actions can't affect anything. Everyone is dying. Just like So here. Something's off. Why is So in this position? Don't tell me So was trying to use this machine? Looking closely at the keyboard by his hands, there were bloodstains from him using it. Did So turn on this monitor? But for what? I looked at the monitor. Huh? What? Is this some kind of joke again? There was a familiar face. The face of my best friend, who I always saw at school. Joe. Is that Sarah? What's going on with me? Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. Because there shouldn't be an AI of Joe. But that doesn't matter to me right now. Joe, is that you? Joe? Huh? Yeah. Sarah? Forget Sarah. I'm about to cry. Sarah? What are you crying for? I couldn't do anything. I killed you, even though you were my best friend. Sarah? But still, I vowed to everyone that we would escape together. And yet, they've kept dying. Professor Mishima, and Kai, and Alice, and Nal, and So. I can't protect anyone. I can't save anyone. I can't do anything. My heart has buckled under. Get a hold of yourself, Sarah. Joe, why'd you become such a whiner? I mean, those tears don't suit you, Sarah. Why? You're so cold, Joe. You know, we were hanging out all the time before we even knew it, huh? Having stupid talks on summer break, buying junk food after school, getting Ryoko laughing at us. And when my grades tanked, you were the one freaking out, Sarah. Never asked to go studying. Oh, and I remember all those dumb requests you made me sing at karaoke. I sang with all I had, and you were cracking up. Every day was super fun, man. And when bad stuff happened, and it wasn't fun, you were there talking to me. Sarah, I feel nothing but gratitude for you. Gratitude? I don't know about all this betrayal or dying. Don't have any memory of that part. But I know this.
You'll always make choices I can trust, Sarah.
Joe.
Were you thinking I hated you or something? Don't put me down, Sarah. I'm not that self-righteous a guy. So don't cry anymore, Sarah.
So cheeky. When you're Joe, of all people.
Sarah, believe in yourself. I'll always follow you. You know, like a dog. That's right. Guess I should say, well, it's hard for a guy and a girl to say this sort of stuff to each other, but I love you, Sarah. You're my best friend.
I always wanted to say that too. Joe, you're my best friend. I won't cry anymore. I won't lose. Please, always watch me from close by.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. And also, so, it was always clinging to me. This false hallucination I created. But now, I won't look at it anymore. I'll move forward, and I'll end this death game! Sarah! I'm okay now.
Big Sis Sarah.
The look on your face.
Listen to me, everyone. We aren't going to kill each other anymore. They won't make us do that ever again. I'm going to end the death game.
I'm on board, no matter how tricky our opponent. I'm gonna fight too.
Yeah, that's right. I'll avenge Now and Alice.
I don't want anyone to die either. I'll make them learn so's regret. Meow.
I won't submit anymore. Everyone is prepared. We won't lose our way. Let's claim our future. Your Turn to Die, Chapter 2, End.
You're doing well, Sarah.
Your
Father's so glad you've survived. Now let's begin, shall we? The final death game. To be continued in the final chapter. If there is misconduct during the main